Shri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakati Sadma. Loker Jivana, Lord and Master of devotees. In fact, he is master of the entire world also. Just like the astrologer predicted that he will build a house in which the whole world can live very peacefully. So there is actually somebody shared one pastime of Srila Prabhupada that he was somewhere near. So then the news came out that French colony became communist or something like that, and then the government said now all the lands don't belong to any of you, these all belong to government, and it all belongs to the government now, and you have to pay rent to the government. So when Prabhupada heard this news that this is rascaldom, they have worked hard, and now after all that they have to pay rent for their own land. This is all rascaldom government. So he said, everybody should be so comfortable, like Ramarajya and Yudhishthira Maharaj's kingdom was so great that even if somebody died untimely, the king would feel responsible. And when the son dies before the father dies, the king is responsible. That much they used to take into responsibility for their actions. And here we are. So next day, I think there was some news channel was interviewing him. What are your thoughts or something they asked. The government must be, the ruling must be proper. The people should not be cheated. The reporter asked, is there such a ruler nowadays? Then Prabhupada put his stick down and said, yes, me. He said, yes, me. So, actually only a pure devotee can really work for the benefit of everyone. And he is the only one who can really take care of both material and spiritual needs of the society as a whole. Usually leaders, they do not know, especially nowadays in Kali Yuga. They have no idea about what is the aim of life, and therefore the people are also ignorant, and they elect the leader is ignorant. Like this, it becomes a very polluted atmosphere. Nobody knows what to do with life, and they only think sense gratification is the aim of life. So, nate vidu swarthagatim hi Vishnur durashayaya bahirarthamanina andha yathandayar upaniyamana stepi sitantram urudam nibaddha. So, we'll see that verse. This is by Prahlad Maharaj. Persons who are strongly entrapped by the consciousness of enjoying material life and who have therefore accepted as their leader or guru a similar blind man attracted to external sense objects cannot understand that the goal of life is to return home back to Godhead and engage in the service of Lord Vishnu. As blind men guided by another blind man miss the right path and fall into a ditch, materially attached men led by another materially attached man are bound by the ropes of fruitive labor which are made of very strong cords, and they continue again and again in materialistic life suffering the threefold miseries. See? The materially attached men led by another materially attached man. Andha yathandair upaniyamanas. So, but a spiritual master, pure devotee, he is Lokanath Loker Jivana. He is the life of the world actually. In fact, when Americans became devotees, the young boys and girls who joined him, the American people were themselves very surprised to see them. They said, are you really Americans? Because they never saw Americans so happy. So Prabhupada gave them life. Prabhupada said, all of you have beautiful features, bodily features, but because you are all dirty and completely in ignorance and don't have any happiness in your life, you look haggard and spaced out and completely drug addicts, lost to yourself. But because now you have taken to Krishna, the inner happiness radiates and one can see in the glow of the faces of devotees. The devotees appear very bright faced. This is because they are very happy, and that is the result of taking the shelter of a spiritual master. Loker Jivana, he is the life of the world. Otherwise people are lifeless. Vando Muisa Dhana Mate